人常说寄人篱下呢有求于人，可是作为一名支付租金的房客来讲呢，你有很多权利是受到法律保护的。那么你知道你这些权利是什么吗？今天我们为您请来的是王明武律师事务所的艾丁律师，呢谈谈房客的基本权利。Welcome, Attorney Adin.
Thank you for having me.
作为一名租客来讲，他有很多权利受到法律的保护的。那这些权利是什么呢？
When you enter into a lease agreement, a tenant has certain rights to the type of place that they live and to having a certain amount of information. First of all, a tenant should get a copy of the lease within 15 days of signing the lease, and that way you have an understanding of all the agreements that you've signed on to. A tenant also has a right to live in a habitable unit, and what that means is that you have water, electricity, heat, and that there's no dangers posed to you by living in the unit.
Well, what if the apartment lacks of electricity or some of the units not working, the faucet's not working? What can you do?
If those basic things are not working, for example, heat, water, and electricity, you should immediately notify your landlord, preferably in writing. And you should always keep a copy of any document that you use to interact with your landlord. If a landlord refuses to pay these, you can stop paying rent, and you can also bring an action against your landlord to provide those basic needs.
Well, what if I'm a handyman? I like to repair things. Can I just make a repair myself? Because I do want the water. I don't want a lawsuit against them for little things like this. Can I just go ahead and make the repair and then just later on deduct the expenses from the rent?
You can do this, but again, I advise that you always start by providing written notice to your landlord and informing him of the problem and giving him an opportunity to do the repair. If they refuse to or if they fail to, then you can make the repair yourself, either by doing it yourself or hiring someone to do it and then deducting that expense from your rent.
So what if the landlord just refuses to make a repair? It's going to cost too much money, like some defects or construction related things. Can he just threaten you with an eviction?
Absolutely not. A landlord cannot threaten you with an eviction for asking them to do what they're obligated to do by law, which is provide you with a livable unit. If a landlord refuses to make the repairs that you're asking for, you should consult an attorney because you can bring a lawsuit against them to force them to do those repairs.
So once the rental unit is rented, does the landlord still have the right to go in there?
They can generally do so if there's an emergency, for instance, if the building is on fire, if they are concerned that the building's been abandoned and they want to make sure that someone is living there, and if they provide you with adequate notice. Typically, your lease agreement will provide the amount of time that they have to let you know in advance. It might be 24 hours, it might be 7 days, but a landlord will typically have to give you written notice that they intend to enter your unit at a certain date on a certain time, and only then can they come in.
So how soon can you expect that you get your deposits back after you move out?
Once you moved out, the landlord has 21 days to provide you with first an itemized list of all the expenses that they've deducted from your deposit and whatever remains of your deposit.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
本资讯由王明武律师事务所赞助提供。